race. So hopefully that's what's going to happen tomorrow.
How much problem has all this rain been this?
It always rains here, so I mean, it is what it is. I just hope we can get the race in on Sunday.
Thank you.
How much is this month about pacing yourself? Just gradually building things up to Sunday.
It's all about pacing. I mean, you can get really confused. You have so many hours of practice that we don't usually do during the year anywhere, that it's easy to get confused. So I mean, for me, I've been around. This is my 18th time here, so I don't get desperate or don't get extremely happy. You just try to keep it cool until, you know, the most important part of this race is first of all qualify, and then be there in the top 5 for the last 20 laps.
Is it still a learning process every 500? Do you take something from each one of these races that you can move forward with?
100%. I think when you think you've learned the most, or you've learned everything, the track swings at you and show you that you've learned not enough. So that's why I love this place, and I don't think I can ever say that I would have enough experience to say I've been through everything here.
If you don't win on Sunday, who would you be happy to see thump that milk over?
My teammate, a young kid, 20 years old, and I get to shave his head, so that would be pretty cool.
You made a deal already.
Oh yeah, that's a deal. As soon as he wins the race, doesn't matter which one, I'm going to shave his head right as he's celebrating.
Awesome.
Tony, what kind of mentoring have you been giving him?
I mean,
helping him along?
I mean, you try to pass through and give him all the experience, you know, that I've been through, and then try to calm him down when you have to and help him out with setup. But he's extremely capable, and these kids nowadays are extremely prepared. I mean, when I was 20 years old, I wish I was as prepared as he is.
So how do you compare this year's qualifying to past year's qualifying? I know it certainly wasn't the result that you wanted at the end of the day, but you are in the field. And
with us, I mean, you can't compare year by year. So many things change. I mean, I think as far as our result, we qualified 6 places worse than last year, but I've been in the last row, I've been in the front row, I've been in the middle, and I've led all these races that I mentioned where I started. I've led them, so it doesn't matter really where you start. I think it's the luck of the draw, which is something that you can't control. Sometimes affects you in a good way, sometimes affects you in a bad way. So I'm not concerned. I think it was extremely exciting for the fans as far as qualifying went. It had been a while that we haven't seen, you know, a lot of drama, apart from obviously last year when Hitch didn't qualify. So hopefully.
How many more Indy 500s do you have left in you?
As many as my boss gives me a car to drive. I'll be here.
That's a fair answer.
Let's talk about your boss. You're at number 14. What does that mean to you?
It's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's a heavy number. You know, it's something that when I joined the team and he told me that was the car that I was going to drive, I mean, it weighs on you. So I feel extremely responsible for making a good result, to earn the rights to be wearing that number.
And what kind of boss is he?
He's a funny guy, a very caring guy, but he'll tell you the truth in your face when you have to. So, and he wants to win.
What goes through your mind when you see that trophy?
Sorry?
When you just see that trophy, it's at the other end of the room. What do you think about?
My face is there, so I can only add another one.